All right. We're rocking and rolling. Let's wait for all this to go through. Let's just go ahead and wait for the show to start. Let's wait for the signal to get through. Let's wait for the ad to play through. Get my little 10 cent in ad revenue where you guys are waiting there. Thank you guys for being in at least on the video link ready for the live show. I think we had 23 of you guys here. So thank you for that. What was I going to mention? What's going on, Bryson? As I scour through my numerous tabs that I have open on both of my screens. Cody, I assume you're watching this right now. I'm going to be adding you to the Patreon as soon as your payment clears. I was waiting to go live to see if it goes through, but it hasn't yet. I'm sure it'll go through the next couple of minutes, and I will add you to that. Let me just tweet out the the good old video. Feel free to drop questions. Feel free to drop comments, whatever you guys want to do. It's a Thursday edition of the DFS. I don't even remember what I call this. Live before lock? Is it picks before lock? Whatever the case is, we're here on a Thursday night. Sadly, no watch together with the Truck Series. Pearce has a ton of work going on for that. Let me just finish this and tweet this out. But I'm here. We're going to talk about it. Yet again, truck night in America is killed by chalk. That's the main thing going on right now. I assume that's what most of the questions are going to be about. Let me just put this in Discord because I always forget to do that. And we'll be all good to go. So right now, at least looking at early projections, looking at my runs, I'm assuming other people are going to have very similar projections or at least ideas of what the optimal lineup is going to look like. So at least thank God we're playing with a pretty small we're playing with small field sizes. Sorry, I finally got all that sent out. I think William Byron is optimal. I think Sauter has a very good chance of being optimal. I think Kyle Busch has a good chance at being optimal. When we look at that build and then see where people are most likely to go with those three individuals, you very quickly see what I believe the chalk plays are going to be. And this is, very much one of those cases to where you choose to either be with the field or under the field on certain guys. So for me, I'm just doing one line. As everybody already knows, I'm going out of town on Monday. I'm probably spending close to freaking $600 in gas over the next 2.5 weeks. So I'm not just throwing in tons and tons of lines this week. I'm doing one line. So let's go ahead and bring this line up and talk about where I think we should consider going to, or at least identifying what the chalk lineup is going to be. And I need to focus on at least looking this direction, kind of trying my best to look at the camera. And so, Kyle Busch, Johnny Sauter, William Byron leaves you $5,900 on the table. I think we're going to see guys and lineups lean heavily towards Taylor Gray. Everybody liked him entering the week. I'm concerned about that. I don't trust the Grays. You can look at at least my arguments throughout, last year and a half of these guys are very much, they're either going to work or they're not going to work. They're very high variance types of plays, and I think they're going to be chalk. I think Timmy Hill is going to be popular because, at least with me, I'm still leaning on this race being somewhat of a stupid fest in stage number 3. And I want to clarify, because obviously some of you guys aren't familiar with how the race went last year in the Martinsville race. It wasn't just a bunch of pileups. They weren't just DNFing guys, but they had quite a few spins. Like you get in a situation where these guys don't give each other room. You have one guy spin, in front of the field. Most people get around him, but that brings out a yellow. He goes to the back of the field. They get together. More guys spin out, yada, yada, yada. You had Sage Karam, yet again, another single car incident, spun and into the wall, had a lot of damage to his car, but nobody else really got taken out. He was still able to continue. So this is more of a race to where we're going to see a lot of turnover in positions. We're going to see a lot of guys who most likely are running in 13th get spun at some point, have to start from the backfield, drive their way up. We have more spins. So I don't necessarily believe that's going to be just a huge pileup in turns 1 and 2, but it's going to be a high turnover rate. Due to that, Timmy Hill seems like a good play. He's going to be safe. I'm concerned that we're going to see some Timmy Hill chalk. When we get down to the cheap plays, maybe Jesse Little starting 25th scares some people off him, but I still think Jesse Little and Spencer Boyd are going to be popular. Maybe people go all the way down to punt on Blake at $4,600. I don't think you necessarily need to do that. Do people try and get up to, a Majeski, a Parker Kligerman, and guys like this? For me, I need to open back up my what is it called? My projections. I X out them. I need to refer to them really quick. I'm pretty sure I got Majeski at a 5X. I'm pretty sure I got Kligerman at a 5X as well. And this is most certainly a race to where if you use our projections, whoever projections you're with, and whoever you use for an optimizer, whether it be us, which I like ours, whether you use SaberSim, whatever the case is, I want to see. I'm very curious on or I would most likely lean to what the optimizer is telling you in order to get different. So maybe obviously don't play like I'm assuming the highest predicted play is going to be the chalk, or the highest predicted lineup across the board is going to be the chalk play. Go down a few and see what guys you can fit in and stuff. Like right now, I got Taylor Gray for 38 points, 5.7x, clear chalk. Kligerman at 49 points. That's what I got him at. I got Majeski at 43. Do you see guys that are in that similar type of range, or guys that can project as a better point per dollar play, or a guy that people might not be looking at in terms of a wreck fest? So like in my brain, trying to get different here. That's why I don't hate Brett Holmes. I don't hate Colby Howard. I really don't hate Jack Wood. They're not bad plays, They're plays that aren't popping off right off the bat of getting in your lines, but those are the guys that I would most likely want to take a pivot on, and or at least add to the Kyle Busch, Johnny Sauter, William Byron lineup. Just at least one of these guys that I think is not going to be owned as much as they should, and has a chance of actually performing well. So, Howard Holmes, Jack Wood. You can argue. This is when people talk about the Benedetto this whole year, and you look at his running positions, I would honestly say that the Benedetto and Timmy Hill are very similar in their approach to these races. They're not up there racing. They're getting their finishes through attrition, through being there at the end. And I'll look at the comment sections in a few moments. But those are my main takeaways there. I don't want to get off Kyle Busch. Don't want to get off Sauter. Don't want to get off Byron. I'll choose to get different elsewhere. And if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. And that's where we're at here. So let's take a gander here. I said hello to you, Bryson. Hello, Eagles, once again. Thank you for being here. Thank you for joining me on a Thursday. I have no idea what Busch's ownership will be. I think what a lot of people will do, and like I said, like the main $10 contest filled. The other one only has 900 people in there. I don't think you have to play the optimal lineup today. If some of the chalk busts, I don't think you need to play the optimal lineup. You just need to play a lineup that isn't bad. Unless Kyle Busch gets spun in this race and finishes in the high 20s, low 30s, I see Kyle Busch getting fast laps. I see him getting laps led. And I see him finishing inside the top 15 with those. Clearly, like right now, I'm giving Kyle Busch 110 laps led, 55 fast laps. I think that is on the very conservative side. I think most people will try and get different from, our baseline using Kyle, or getting off of Kyle Busch and going to Zane Smith, going to Nemechek. Personally, for me, that's not the route I want to go. I want to get different with the value range there. Yeah, these are the guys that we're going to end up with. People are scared to play Haley Deegan for whatever reason. She has to do she doesn't have to do really anything to hit value. If she actually qualified, I would be very worried about playing her, but seeing that she was 10 points away from not making the race. Can you imagine that? 10 points away from not making the race based on owner points, man. That is insane due to all her 30th place finishes this year. But I have Deegan, this is not, what do I got her? I got her for 20th right now. That's not overextending. That's not, really telling her to go above and beyond her skill level. Right now, just, hey, 20th, past 11 guys. I think we can manage that. It can't be any worse than having our last 3 races basically just wrecking there. Same thing here with Brett Holmes. I got Brett for 32 points. Very concerning because it's Brett Holmes. I've been up and down this route before. I will not be playing Brett Holmes in my one line. I'm still I'll probably still end up leaning to have at least one aggressive play, either with Wood or Howard or some form of that. I'll most likely end up playing Haley Deegan just because she just has to do so little. And even if she has a bad time, the line isn't going to be dead because Deegan scores us 20 points, worst case situation. Yeah, Holmes is very interesting. Very, very interesting. Holmes is a guy that I would like or hate more depending on what he did in practice, but clearly we didn't have practice there. Yeah, people, and that's what I mean, man. I don't know. The whole I was messaging, or I was answering a comment I think yesterday based on the Gray, based on where the 2 Gray brothers finished in the fall race last year at Martinsville. They still, and I don't know why our dog is barking right now. But man, the dog completely threw my train of thought away. God, what was it? Oh, so the Gray brothers gained 2 positions last year on the last lap with Gillen being spun taking the white flag. You have Friesen wrecking in 1. So even with that said, I don't think was it Taylor or Tanner who finished 7th in that race. There's a good chance he finishes 11th. Long story short, a lot of things going on with the Grays. Personally, I just don't want anything to do with them. We'll find other places, or I won't play them. I'll let other people play them. We'll see what happens. That's my opinion on them. Ken, happy to finally have you in a live show. I know you can't make them on the weekends. You're always, at this point, you're the first to comment on every video. So I'm happy to have you here, Ken. Thank you for joining us. Yeah, man, it's the even if I was playing more lines in the 10, like I don't think even with my going out of town, like the contest is so damn small. 4th, I'm waiting for this stupid. I got so many tabs open, man. Everything is so slow. Yet again, hey, consider joining the Patreon. Consider donating to us. I got to get a new CPU. My computer is slow as molasses. I would like this to load a little bit faster. Yeah, consider joining the Patreon. Let's see. Oh crap! I gotta add. Okay, let me look just real quick. Yeah, 4,700 people. Like, that's just a contest where I don't think I'd enter 10 lines in that contest to begin with. The payout structure is just complete dog shit. Like, straight up. Come on, boys, ladies and gentlemen. Let's talk really easy right here. This $10, it's already filled, but this $10 is a terrible contest. 4,700 people. You got a great line. You feel like you did good. What's that? We finished 100th out of 4,000 people. Let's celebrate. What did we get here? We got $30. Yeah, and the reason I bring this up is just because I would do very few lines, Curtis. I'm not really, at least personally for me, I wouldn't be just entering a ton of lines. I do not think Matt DiBenedetto is optimal. I think Kyle Busch is the better truck driver. I think Byron is optimal. So for me, and that's why I brought up Timmy Hill. because DiBenedetto fucking sucks. He does not have skill, you know. He is. I wish, and yet again, this is why, like, yeah, sure, you know, sometimes I post meme videos, but hey, there's facts in those as well. That super cut for Daytona, you know, you hear me and my buddies talking about Matt DiBenedetto. He's going to get a top 10 finish at Daytona because the son bitch was running 20th all day in the back of the field. He only got he's been finishing well because everybody wrecks. I would love a truck race to go green, and I don't think DiBenedetto is even in the top 20. That equipment is not good, but he is certainly taking advantage of late race chaos. Let's see. Yeah, I'm with you. That's probably where I'd go. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, that's what I got. That's what I got Kyle at. I got Kyle at a 98.25 points. That's what I'm at. I don't think I gave him the win. But, I think I'm 1 point off. Either way, he's up there. I was doing that in my head. Let me see. Yeah, 98.25 is my projection for Kyle right now. I am interested. Shame we didn't have practice, but I trust Young Motorsports trucks over certainly the G2G car. Man, they fired Jaskell. You know, that's a sinking ship straight up. I mean, that truck team is pretty bad, but they straight up said to Matt, like, get good, son. You're fired. Get out of here. I think they're using Jaskell as a scapegoat because that's just a sinking ship. That's a train wreck. That's a dumpster fire of a team. But yeah, so clearly I'm not playing those trucks. Yeah. Yeah, I don't mind Dylan. Head to head between these two guys. Eka starts too high up for me, so I'd go Majeski, but they are projected very similar for me. How much is Patreon? You can know in the description. Well, it depends on what you want to do. What do you want to support us with? Do you just want F1 content, F1 sheets? Well, it's $20. If you just want NASCAR stuff, it's 40. If you'd like all of them, which this is a month where we're going to have all of them, which is why I'm thankful Truck Series has got rained out, because it would have been very busy today. I would not be as comfortable as I am right now in this video if I had to be just pulling truck data and pulling Xfinity data all in one. Yeah, for NASCAR, $40 a month, split between Pearce and I. If you want both, it's 60, and I think that is perfect. I think that's a very fair price, certainly for the work we do, the time we save you guys, the fact that you can just log onto the sheets, don't even have to watch practice or anything. You can have all the data there and easily just decide where you want to go with guys. I think that saves you a lot of time. No, for me, I am not trusting the Riem brothers truck. But this is a situation where, you know, if this is a complete wreck fest, you know, one of those values might come through. But for right now, I'm going to say no. Head to head, I would go with William Byron. Yeah, they just came out of the woodworks, man, and you can see that they're just slow. I mean, poor Johnny Sauter at Daytona. That was depressing. Thank you, Michael, for the super chat. I do appreciate that. I'm sorry that it takes me so long to get the super chats, but I really do appreciate the donation. Hocevar is interesting. I think he would have started a little bit closer to the front. Right now, I have Hocevar for 43 points. That's him with the 5th place finish. If I bump that down to where, you know, he just finishes where he's at, I don't think 35 does it. If you're playing Hocevar, you're playing him because you think he wins the race. I'm not going to get to Hocevar, but he's a guy where, like, quote unquote, you know, he's a bad play. If things get crazy, you know, and Kyle Busch certainly gets wrecked out, you know, we could have another situation where we have a driver like Austin Wayne Self decides to dump Nemechek again. Hocevar is a guy that can work with complete. That's a real off the wall play. Like, if this was a much bigger contest instead of 4,700 people, I would probably be more interested in Hocevar. But just due to the fact that the contest is less than 5,000 people, I don't think you need to get that crazy on Hocevar. But that's my opinion on that. I think Johnny Sauter is optimal. Here, we'll even break it down more. He gets to 26, not going to work, but he's not going to kill your line. I think he races in the teens for sure. And if he's doing that, what is that? If he's racing in the top 20, the man is going to be very hard to push down the optimal line. It's going to be very difficult for him to be pushed out of the optimal line if he is running in the if he's running like 19th. Like you can make an argument, running around 21st to 18th, he might be pushed out of the optimal. If he gets into 17th, he's going to be in there. That's what I'm looking at. Like for me, yet again, I do talk about it or certain weeks when I just talk about guys being like binary ins or outs. I think it's very easy to just assume Johnny Sire is going to be optimal, Byron's going to be optimal, and Kyle Busch is going to be optimal, and build from there. Under 7K. Let's take a look. Let me load this stuff here. Sorry, we're taking so long. Under 7K, or favorite cheap guy under 7K. Actually, I was gonna. Oops. Set these guys up by pricing first. Hold on. But yeah, thank you for joining us on this Thursday as I move this stuff around over on my side. Yeah, thank you for joining us on a Thursday. I'm happy to be here. Like I said, I'm very happy we got rained out for Truck Series practice. That saves us a crap ton of time. Let's see. You said under 7,000. Best value. It is Taylor Gray, which is why I think Taylor Gray is going to be very popular. That's and like I said, that's the one place where I do want to start getting different and just praying that Taylor Gray spins out. That's where we're at there. What's going on? What's causing you to struggle here? Just choosing where to go, and it depends if the contest is already locked that you're in. But this is a pretty ugly slate, man. Like I said, Chalk has killed Truck Night in America once again. Don't feel like you got to play. You don't got to enter 150 lines. You don't got to build 30 lines. You don't got to build 10. You can just play one and call it a day. It's all right, man. We got 4 more contests this weekend alone, man. We got the Xfinity, we got F1, and we got the Cup Series. Then, hey, you can enjoy your Sunday. We'll be done Sunday. We finally have a Sunday off. Time to enjoy that. Just you don't have to keep going in and building lines if you don't feel like it. You don't have to put a gun to your head and do that. Jeremy, thank you very much for the super chat. Thank you for being here. And also, I do share the super chats with Pearce. Just Google takes forever because I get paid about every 2 months from Google, just due to the fact that the ad revenue is very slow to come in. But when this comes through, I will share it with Pearce. So thank you very much, Jeremy, for once again being here, watching the video, and donating. I do appreciate that. This is what I'm very like. I like Deegan. And I think people are going to play Taylor and Deegan together. I think I just want one of them. I would lean towards Deegan because she's cheaper. She has to do less. And she's not going to be running up front, man. There's no way. Maybe she's trying. Like at this point, we're so far behind. Stage points don't even matter. She just wants to survive a race. And I think, if we need to dissect her mental state right now, it's clearly just shot, man. I can't imagine how stressed she is, how crappy her life is right now. I can't imagine she's going to have that big of a drive to go up there and then drive. She just wants to make it through a race without being involved in anything and try and get home without being stalked or having a significant other murdered on the way home. So I like Hailie Deegan for that. That's why I would lean D. And I don't trust the Grays, man. I really don't. Like I said, Taylor Gray used the dead crew member Juju already. So he's bound to do something stupid tonight. That's where we're at. That's where we're at there based on the Haley Deegan talk. Let me see. While we keep talking, the money did go through. So let me add you to the NASCAR sheet really quick. I do apologize for the time. Yeah, we'll probably be here chilling out for another 20. I'll say 15. You know, I don't want to keep you guys from your families too long, or from just watching whatever you want. Okay, here, let me get you, Cody. Let me get you added to these sheets really quick. Man, I got DMs on Discord. Everything always happens at once, man. That's why I do the best I can to, what is it? I do the best I can to try and get everything done before like last minute stuff. Cody, let me add you real quick. Anybody else got any questions? Feel free to keep dropping stuff in the comment section. Or how was your day? You know, was work fun? Was it not fun? Whatever the case is, man, we're here to have a good time on this Thursday. Let's see. Cody, you're added to the F1 sheets. Let me add you to the NASCAR sheets. And like I said, try not to just leave, you know, a bunch of radio silence on these. There you go, Cody. You're part of all the sheets now. Just gotta update my records really quick. And that is the NASCAR one. I'm seeing comments coming through. I'll get to you right in a second. Gosh, man. Yeah, like I said, please donate. I need to upgrade this computer because it is. I'm wanting to throw it out a window. All right, so let's go ahead and look here. Really like saying, yep. I agree. Damn, I wish we had practice. Really do. I got Zane projected. I think I gave him 20, 25. Let me look. Laps led, somewhere around there. I gave Zane Smith 30 laps led and 20 fast laps. So that is part of his projection. I don't know how realistic that is. As I say, because I was pretty low on the Kyle Busch projections. Let me just let's see. That's where we're at there. Thank you, Caleb. I do appreciate that. Thank you very much. You can. I kind of already gave you the chalk lines, but if you want the picks, you can at least sign up and get the projections and stuff. Let's see. I talked about both these guys. Man, I'm sorry about that. It's very close, man. Very close to following that. I drove a skid steer for a while for the Desert Nursery. That was intense. I've done a lot of stuff. Welding's about the only skill or trade skill that I have very little experience. I've worked a torch, but I've never welded. At least it pays well, man. It pays well. So at least you got that going, man. Welding, man. If I wasn't doing this, which is why I'm very thankful to be here. If I wasn't doing this, I would be in the trades doing some backbreaking but very high paying work, and welding is certainly high up there. So I'm very happy that I'm not doing that. But thank you very much. Yeah, man. Like I said, I always let other people say this. I never want to annoy you guys with this. I would rather annoy for the Patreon, not necessarily for likes on YouTube. But yeah, hey, yo, dog, you can go into that description and sign up there. Good luck to you, Michael. Thank you for being there. It doesn't matter. I'm pretty sure there was no inspection post the rain. I'm pretty sure they were all inspected before, but yet again, so this is a race. So because I'm sure somebody will fail qualifying or fail inspection for the Cup Series, the short tracks is a place to where if it's somebody that I have highly projected to get a lot of fast laps or laps led, specifically laps led, I got to remove those. I got to take a lot of those away. That might cause me to jump off somebody. But outside of a projected lap leader, I never jump off of anybody. That's where we're at. Sadly, yet again, I know you guys got to work on Friday. Pearce is doing a ton of the F1 stuff, but I'm going to be watching practice tonight as well. So yet again, hey, maybe you can't stay up at midnight on Thursday evenings on a work week. Consider supporting us out here. I like Jesse Little over Boyd. I think Jesse can do it without needing just complete chaos to happen. But that's where I'm at there. I just totally forgot if I added Cody as an owner or a viewer. I'm praying to God I added him as a viewer because I have been known to not do that. Okay. He's a viewer for F1. Pretty sure he's a viewer for NASCAR, but I always got to make sure. Okay, cool. He's all there because I think I've done that twice now, and that's a very low percentage, but it's far too much to where I've added people as an editor, and I gotta very quickly change them as a viewer so they don't fuck anything up in the sheets. 72, you guys still here? I appreciate it. Spend half an hour with me. I do appreciate that. Any plans for the Sunday fun day? Are you gonna stay up late watching F1 with us? Or are you gonna go to sleep like a normal human being? Outside of a league race on Sunday that I got to do, I'm not doing much of anything on Sunday. I'll probably be getting stuff ready for the trip, but that's pretty much it. But yeah, chalk line so far looking like Kyle Busch, William Byron, and Johnny Sauter. I don't want to get off of that. I'd much rather try and get different as my fourth or fifth driver, somewhere around there, or even the value range. This is going to be a very chalk race. I'm sure people are going to be pissed off when some chalk bust or somebody wrecks. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it, guys. I think we've covered about everything. I can see that, the comments kind of drizzle off as we, get half an hour into the shows. That's normally my cue if I can't find anything to keep on talking, to let you go ahead and enjoy the rest of your night, get ready for the race. We still got a little bit until lock. And I know I uploaded the averages for the Xfinity Series. I got to work on lap by lap data, or for the practice laps. But outside of that, the Xfinity sheet is pretty close to being done, and I'm sure Pearce or I will get to finishing that some point this evening. And holy man, dude, I do appreciate that. Thank you very much. I really do. Even after Google takes a good chunk of this money, I do appreciate that. Wiggs, that's incredible, man. I really do appreciate that. Yeah, thank you very much, man. If I'm trying to think, I'm pretty speechless, but that's the biggest super chat I've ever got. See, I can't end the show now. I got to keep this on the screen. Thank you for being here. Thank you for supporting us and everything. Yeah, thank you very, very much. Yeah, I'm very, just thank you. I got nothing else to really say right now. I'll most likely get that in May, close to the birthday, but I do appreciate that. Thank you very much for the support, and thank you for being here. I do appreciate it. And if we've helped you get any of that money that you're sending back our way, just thank you a lot. Yeah, that's incredible. And you got the chat back too. We're all throwing fits over here, man. Yeah, thank you. I do appreciate that, man. If anybody else, if you guys have a good weekend, consider sending a little extra to Pearce or myself. If you do it through, I think I have both of our PayPals in the description as well. But if you ever, I think my PayPal is easier to find just because it's on Twitter. If you ever want to send something our way through that as well, just say, hey, split this between you and Pearce, and I'll do that through PayPal as well. But yeah, thank you, Wiggs. I do appreciate that. That is that's very awesome. And continuing, yeah, I hope you win tonight, Wiggs. I really do, man. I'm backing you here. I hope you get there. Right. Yeah. You got some good karma going your way if you do believe in that. So thank you for that. Yeah. I think at this point we got to stay up and keep talking, keep ranting and stuff. Let me organize some of my records. I'll leave this up on the screen. I doubt I'm taking this off. I doubt any comment is gonna take away priority from this being on the screen. But the 60 of you guys still here. Thank you for being here. And yeah, yet again, thank you so much for the donation there, Wiggs. Thank you so much. That's crazy, man. That's insane. I mean, I got to clip that reaction. I'll never delete this video. I do appreciate. See, I can't shut up now. This is what you do. You just make me yap. But thank you. And Wiggs, you've been here a long time. You're always watching our stuff. You've been doing this for a while now. Going back to last year, and I think the year before. So thank you so much. I do appreciate that. Yeah, man. I'm very, very grateful to be in this position. I think Wiggs is a perfect example of, like, I understand. I'm grateful for being here. I understand that, not everybody's doing this, and yeah, just thank you very much. I really do appreciate it. As we, how long have we been live now? I'll keep it another 10 minutes. Wiggs, if you got any other questions or anything else, you are the priority of this video from here on out. Yeah, just thank you very much, my man. I am just smiling ear to ear. I don't know, man. It's times like this that it really does make the work worth it. So thank you very much once again, Wiggs. Let me see it. Yeah, man, I'm still happy, man. I think that's made the weeks. Weeks paid for it. Derek Kraus. Yeah, we'll talk about Derek Kraus really quick. So Derek is starting, if I do remember, he's starting up front, correct? Yeah, he's starting 10th. I got him projected for 13th. Even if you take at this point, like I said, I got him for 13th. If I give him 10th, that's 34 points. When we're moving up the field at this point in 10, we're assuming that Kraus is up there taking advantage of people or taking advantage of other people running issues, because he's not going to be a top 10 driver if everybody who should be in the top 10 is up in the top 10. You have Byron, Zane Smith, Kyle Busch, Rhodes, Smith, Nemechek, Friesen, Eckes. You can argue Ankrum. You can argue Majeski. You can argue Parker Kligerman. You can argue people like Chase Purdy, Carson Hocevar, Matt Crafton, Enfinger. I mean, I'm counting at least 14 guys that should be ahead of Derek Kraus. But if Derek Kraus is there, he's rolling. If you give him 8th, that's 38 points. He's barely hitting value at 8th. I'm personally not on Derek Kraus just because I don't see him getting there to that. Jason, I do appreciate it. I thank you for adding to the computer fund as well. Wiggs, I'm going to take it off just shortly because I still got to be proud of the $500 super chat. But Jason, very much thank you for the donation as well, and thank you guys for being here. Like, I don't know what a better advertisement is. Yet again, I'm taking your donation and changing it into an advertisement. But if people feel the want to donate a total of 500 and what is it, $52 for a live show, I think the product speaks for itself. I think the work that Pearce and the time that we put into this speaks for ourselves there. So thank you guys so much for the super chats and the donations and the support on Patreon and just being here. It really does go a long way. It helps us both out. And just thank you so much for that. We'll compare these guys. We'll use my projections here. So what are we got Deegan and Little. Okay, that's there. And then Stewart and Wood. I would lean towards Deegan and Little between those two guys. And yeah, I mean, as John said, awesome donations, guys. Awesome support. Thank you guys so much. Just thank you guys so much. I can't express how much this means. I can't express the support. And oddly enough, Adam, I was asked about this earlier. Taylor Gray's the best value. I assume you already have him in your line at that point. If I'm there, I'm probably trying to get to Deegan or Timmy Hill if I'm there and I have 7K left. But yeah, man, thank you, Jason. Thank you for the support, Wiggs. Thank you for the support being here. If you guys feel the same way, the PayPal and the Patreon is always there for you guys to use. So I'm going to end it there. I'm going to let you guys enjoy the rest of your Thursday evening with your family and enjoying the races and getting ready for this week. And like I said, finally having a Saturday off. But thank you guys for being here. I appreciate you. I know Pearce appreciate you guys. And just thank you so much. We'll see you guys tomorrow on the live show then.